a sinner, left my lover crying on the dance floor. I'm a sinner, I'm a sinner.
Hello and welcome back to Paranormasight. We're continuing off. Escape from Komagata High. Summary of previous events. After Yako acquires the Curse of the Fool's Procession, Mio tries to persuade her to give up on going after the Rite of Resurrection. The effect of the other curse's echoes are already appearing at the school, so the two hurry to get out of the classroom. But can they do it? Inside Kamagata High School. Hey, Mio, what was that just now? Could it be another curse echo different from mine? I think so, yes. We may have been discovered by another curse bearer. Oh. Oh, what's wrong? Shh. Someone's there in that classroom. What? Something moved inside. Well, let's check it out stealthily. It might be the curse bearer who used that curse echo just now. If we could see who it is, it might help us decide what to do later. Oh, that is not the controller I want. It's my old controller. That's true. Okay, be careful. Oh, I haven't done this in a while and I still remember the voices. Well, can you see anything? Try and look around. Ah. Huh? Is that our homeroom teacher, Mr. Jinochi? And the person with him is Hitomi from class 2A. What? Oh my, what's going on here? That bastard? He's at it again. I have to kill him. I won't let him get away with this. What? The curse. I could kill him with it. No, Yako, you can't use the curse stone. What's gotten into you? Resist it. Who's there? Is someone there? No, what voice did I give him? Who's there? Is someone there? This is bad. We have to go before they see us. So I want to see what happens if you don't. Person of interest updated. So she knows something that he did. It seems like they're not coming after us. Let's hope they didn't see our faces. But Yako, what came over you all of a sudden? Sorry, thanks for stopping me. It's like this uncontrollable rage suddenly welled up inside me. I wonder what's gotten into me. I can barely even remember what happened. I'm really sorry. I don't think it's partially the curse's influence on you, but we certainly saw something shocking. My heart's still pounding. I'm a little surprised you know Hitomi from Class A. She tends to stand out a lot. Gotcha. She certainly does dress like a delinquent, though she barely shows up to school. But could Mr. Jinochi... Dog just fell off the bed. Could Mr. Jinochi or Hitomi really be a curse bearer? I see your ass behind me. I don't know. You should be careful just in case. Right behind you, girls. Yako. When I give the signal, run. Go straight for the entrance. Don't look back no matter what. Huh? Why? Did something happen? Something happened, didn't it? What about you, Mio? I'll be fine. We'll meet up outside the school gates. If I'm not there in 10 minutes, go straight home, okay? Okay, go. Right. Don't look back. Don't look back. I have to get outside. Let's see. To get to the gates, I go by the gym and... What are you doing, miss? You shouldn't be here this late. Don't you know what time it is? Oh, Mr. Ishimiya. Well, if it ain't little Yoko. Anyway, students aren't supposed to be outside playing around at night. School janitor, okay. I know you're rough around the edges, but I didn't take you for one to act like this. I'm sorry, I forgot something back in the classroom. No sass today, huh? Realize you were in the wrong, did you? Yes. Forgot something in your classroom, huh? You're a piece of work. But you don't have nothing with you. Oh. Wait, you do. What's that in your hand? Huh? Well, this is what I forgot. I got it from my grandpa. It's really important to me. Girls these days sure have weird taste. Well, okay. Better head straight home. If you're done, I won't tell on you. No, wait. I can't let you walk home alone this late. All right, wait just a little. I'll hurry and lock things up. But... actually, a friend of mine is still inside. I think they'll be here soon. That's so? Who's your friend? My classmate, Mio. Oh, that transfer student? Breaking school rules already, huh? Didn't take her for the type. No, I was the one who dragged her here. Well, whatever. I'll go take a look. It'll be safer if you go home together. Oh, right. She's in the first floor hallways. Be careful, though. You don't know what may be in there. What's that supposed to mean? First floor, yeah? I'll be right back. This poor guy's about to die. Again, we're gonna see the different branches anyway. She's late. I've been waiting for 20 or 30 minutes, but there's no sign of her. I'm starting to get worried. I'm going to take a look. Mio, are you there? Huh? That was not a curse bearer. Eat! What? Mio, what happened? Where did I go wrong this time? Oh, this is my fault. It's all my fault. I left her alone with a curse bearer. Mio. I'm sorry, the truth is, Deceased. So we got the deceased for this one. My, Anon, you seem to have arrived at a less than favorable result. But this was bound to happen. There is someone who must not be trusted. That sounds familiar, doesn't it? If so, you may choose to withhold important information from that person. Fear not, you may try as many times as you like from the event in question. Very well. You don't have nothing with you. Oh, wait. Wait, you do? What's that in your hand? Huh? Well, this is what I forgot. I got it from my grandpa. It's really important to me. Girls these days sure have weird tastes. Well, okay. Better head straight home if you're done. I won't tell on you. No, wait. I can't let you walk home alone this late. Alright, wait just here just a little while. I'll lock things up. But we don't want to check on Mio this time. Oh, right. Mr. Janochi was actually looking for you inside the main building. Was it? He's here right now? What's he thinking? I don't know. He was in class 3B on the second floor just a bit ago. Well, I suppose that means I can't be locking up yet. Second floor, you said? I'll go take a peek back in just a jiff. Be back in just a jiffy. My house is really close by. I'll be fine on my own, really. That's so? Snack shop, right? Suppose you'll be fine then. Be careful now, you hear? Stay on the big, well-lit streets. If something happens, shout fire. Okay. You worry too much. Well, we wouldn't want to be losing any more students. Though I imagine you'd know that better than anyone else. Yeah, you're right. So now hopefully our friend will be okay. Mio's late. I've been waiting for 20 or 30 minutes, but there's no sign of her. Huh? There's someone coming down the road. That's... Oh no, a teacher. It's Mr. Arashi. Interesting, we have another person. He looks on edge. I wonder what he's doing. That thing in Mr. Arashi's hand, it can't be. What? Could that be a curse stone? Oh, this is bad. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I don't think anything good can come from him seeing me. Wait. He's the one that discovered the rite of resurrection. It wouldn't be strange at all for him to have something to do with the curses. Then, could the curse echo from before have belonged to him? Shoot, did he notice me? Oh, hello, Yoko. What are you doing here? That was fast. Did you not hear me? What are you doing here? I came to get something I forgot at school. This late at night? It wouldn't wait until tomorrow. No, it couldn't wait. Just what did you forget? Is that what's in your pocket? Take it out and show it to me. But, it's... stop it! I knew it. I see you have one. It's not. That Netsuki is of the great historical importance of the area. But it's dangerous to speak here. Why don't you come with me? This is important. That hurts. Stop! You're hurting me, Mr. Arashi. Stop pulling me. I know this is a bad decision. I'm doing it anyway. Fire! There's a huge fire! Stop that! Someone will come! Damn it, get over here! Ah! Where am my, it's completely dark. What's the meaning of this, Mr. Arashi? Ah! What? My stomach, it hurts. I'm bleeding? Ah! The question is, where did I mess up? The fire? Yelling fire? Or the death of... Yeah, I witnessed her death twice. No, I didn't. I witnessed... Well, we'll see. It would be difficult for Yoko to escape from Arashi while he's in possession of a cursed stone. Please come here again if things should change. Okay. In the meantime, this shall remain as incomplete until we meet again. So we can't go there right now. Haven't done this one yet. Crime scene investigation. Tetsuo, Chief Inspector of the Metropolitan Police Department, 1st Investigation Division, is investigating the mysterious death of a fellow officer. He visits the scene of the incident, the former Yasuda Gardens, with his subordinate Jun Irio. I don't know why I messed that name up. Hey boss, forensics is all... Well, I'm just gonna use my normal voice for him. Hey boss, forensics is all done. The crime scene is clean. The other officers have all gone home. It's just us now. Irio is, I think, the other guy. No. The park should be able to open back up tomorrow like nothing ever happened. I doubt it'll get many visitors and after everything that's happened. You'd be surprised. Lots of people love that kind of thing. I bet they'll be lining up to get in. Occult stuff is really popular right now. Did you not know that, boss? Sounds stupid. Well, it's not exactly rooted in science, but... if ghosts really did exist, we could just ask them who the perp is. Somehow I doubt it'd be that simple. Oh, but you know, I've heard that high school girls are really into this spirit board thing these days. Supposedly you can call on spirits and talk to them by using a board with letters on it. Wouldn't that be something? You can try it out yourself if you're so interested. Hey, that's not a bad idea. Let's give it a go sometime, boss. What, now? Stop messing around. You really think we're gonna solve this case by moving a coin across a scrap of paper? Sounds like you know all about it. We've got to be open-minded. What if that's how police work is going to be from now on? Don't make me laugh. Listen up, Irio. You can't go blaming the death of your buddy on something like the occult. Well, listen here, buddy. I don't care if it was a ghost or the occult or what. Whoever or whatever it was that did this, I'll get them. I promise you that. Well, you've got the right attitude, but we don't even know if this is a murder yet. Bias weakens our judgment. Get too fixated on one thing, and you stop seeing everything else. Aye, aye, boss. So, now that we've finished investigating the scene, let's review what we know. Now? It's getting late. I figured we'd head straight home from here. Come on, we've got to go over all the info we've gathered. And what better place to do that than here at the scene of the crime, where we can soak up the atmosphere. Soak up the atmosphere? The hell is there to soak up? You must really be into this occult stuff if you get off on being in a place like this. Wait, you mean being somewhere like this doesn't get your blood pumping? No way. No, don't turn this around on me. I'm not the weird one here, cripes. Fine, let's get this over with. Aye, aye, boss. Jun Irio, a detective in the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department, 1st Investigation Division. His rank is sergeant. This is his first time leading a case. It's like he graduated from rookie to newbie. He looks put together on the outside, but acts like a kid most of the time. Honestly, the Force could use more people like him. Aw, he likes him. We haven't actually saved in a while. This is where the victim was found. It's well, it's clean now. It almost feels like nothing happened here at all. But once an incident like this has come to pass, there's no going back. Not that knowing that is any consolation. The former Yasuda Gardens here in Yokohama, Ichomi, were originally built as part of the daimyo's estate back in the Edo period, or Edo, because we know we're going to have people that do that. The park became city property a number of years ago and underwent extensive renovations. There's not a soul around at this time of night. Quiet doesn't even begin to describe it. So thank you guys for joining me for this. Mike will be returning to the channel very, very soon. By the point of this recording, hopefully in a few weeks. He's house shopping right now that he's moved. So it's one of those things of, you gotta wait. So hopefully you guys will be seeing that. I will still be continuing this one alone since we're already pretty deep. But if you watch Sinfully Pure, you can see him once he returns. But he will be coming back to this channel too. And if you do like horror games like this, check out the other channel. I don't put a lot here on this channel because people get kind of iffy and complaining about it, which kind of sucks because I really do love doing horror games. It's a lot of fun for me. So hopefully you guys would want more horror on the channel. Like I said, I do put up some of the modded stuff and some of the fun stuff and the long videos here. And once again, thank you to everyone who does support the series. You can support via Patreon, subscribe, or becoming a member here or on Sinfully Pure. It does mean a ton. And let's continue since I've given my little commercial. This pond, they say it used to flow into the Sumida River. But the river became so polluted that they cut it off. Something really quick now. Let's just change. So early in the morning yesterday, Miko said hi. A staff member found the victim collapsed here in the park and called the police when they realized he was dead. While there was no obvious external wounds, the fact that he was a police officer and the evidence of a struggle means it's likely that it was a murder. The Sumida officers sent it over to us since it's involved the death of an officer, and we were tasked with the investigation. What we need to do is figure out what happened and whether there was foul play involved. I think that's about sums things up. But, boss? Yeah? Is this case really important enough to assign to someone from the investigation division? I mean, a friend of mine died, so it's important to me, but it's all up to the higher-ups. I'm sure they got their reasons. Boss, you know something, don't you? It'll all become clear in time. Try not to worry about it too much. Thinking about it, the only thing we know for sure is the identity of the victim. That means there must have been something special about him, right? Maybe he knew something he wasn't supposed to? Some kind of secret or something? Isn't that right? You're pretty sharp sometimes, you know that? If you picked up on that, you should be able to put together the rest yourself. So yeah, he did know something. The victim is Hajime Yoshimi of the Juvenile Division of Sumida City Community Safety Bureau. 27 years old, single. He mostly dealt with cases involving juveniles and education. His rank was senior police officer. You knew him well, didn't you? What was he like? Yes, we were in the academy together. We still went out for drinks sometimes every month or two. He could be a little rowdy, but he was like a big brother to us all. He was kind and cared about his friends. For better or worse, he wasn't the uptight type of cop. The man always showed empathy, and I heard he was popular with the locals for it. He treated each and every troubled kid he met with compassion. He had a great track record when it came to rehabilitation. Sounds like we lost a good one. Yeah, we did. We truly did. I knew being a cop was dangerous. I knew something like this could happen, but it's never easy when things happen for real. I know the feeling. He didn't seem to care much about climbing the ranks, but he was at the top of our class. Only problem was that he took on so much, he had the most unfinished paperwork too. I always felt we needed an unusual guy like him to help us solve all of our unusual cases. Don't worry, you're plenty unusual yourself. Me? I was the most normal of my classmates. Besides, the real weirdo among us quit the academy a long time ago. There was one even weirder than you. Yeah, no, I want to know about that person. Well, it's our duty to get to the bottom of a suspicious death, especially one involving an officer. Hajime, I'm just calling him Haji. Haji was quite the bad boy in school. Apparently he ended up with the police a lot. He said the officer in charge was good to him, helped him get back on track. The reason he wanted to become a cop was to pay his kindness forward. Said it was the first time he'd ever took his studies seriously. That's a good story. Love that kind of thing. Makes me want to have a drink in his honor. Please don't make fun of my dead friend. Hey, I said in his honor, you should aspire to become the kind of cop people miss when they die in the fields. You say that like it's a sure thing I'll die. Besides, if I end up biting it, I'm sure you'll be the one who misses me the most, boss. Come on, don't be like that. You'll hurt morale. Well, I guess how much I miss you depends on how this investigation goes. I can already see it. Irio, no! Why'd you have to go and get yourself killed? I have no idea what's going on in that head of yours. Yeah, that'll be a sight to see. I can't wait. You can't wait for your own death? Get it together, kid. Sheesh, you really are something. Thank you. They do make a good team. What about the victim's family? The Yoshimi family is from Kitasenju in Adachi City. But Haji's parents died a long time ago. He lived here all alone, no siblings or anything. I went to his house a few times for drinks. I was surprised. It's this huge, old-looking place. Like, you know, the kind of place that seems super haunted. And he lived there alone. It looked like a home for an old noble family. It was hard to imagine him being such a delinquent living in a house like that. That's the bias I was talking about. If he's from an old family, I'm sure things were complicated. That's a bias too. He never talked about any of that, even when we were drinking, so I don't know much about it. Oh, one more thing. Yeah? Haji was engaged. He'd been seeing his fiancée ever since they were in school. Over 10 years. They just started talking about getting married. What was her name again? He showed me a picture once. She was a beautiful woman. That's so how terrible for her. But she may know if there'd been anything going on with him lately. We should speak to her. Yeah, his fiancée may have been his only confidant. I'm sure someone at the Sumida Police Department has already contacted her. I'll look into it tomorrow. Okay, so we know he had a fiancée. Oh, hey boss? I looked into the case that Haji was running. Oh, great. That's the kind of stuff I want to know. What was Haji working on the day he died? Well, According to his reports from the day before, he had 2 cases involving juveniles. The first was a suicide of a high school girl who jumped off a building in Kamezawa last week. Oh yeah, I did hear about that. The girl's name was Michio. She was a second-year student at Kamagata High School. But it seems as though Haji had had contact with her even before the incident. So she'd been in trouble for some time? That's the thing. About a month ago, he happened to see her walking around town. She looked upset, so he struck up a conversation with her. He was sure there was something bothering her, but she wouldn't tell him what. Must have been trouble at home. That's what he thought, too. Seems he visited her home and spoke with her parents, but they said that there was no problem, so there was nothing else he could do. And now she's dead. Then it's possible he could have prevented her suicide then. He must have been devastated. And that's why he was looking into this Michio again. He must have thought that something terrible had happened that drove her to the end of her life. But ultimately, he never reported the findings of his investigation. So we see at least a few of them we're starting to see the link between a lot of the characters. I see. And you're thinking that it may have had something to do with his death? We'll have to find out what it is Haji discovered. Hajime. Right, let's check out the Sumida Police Department about that tomorrow too. Hopefully you guys will live to tomorrow. And what about the other case he was working on? This one is related to Kamagata High School student. A troublemaker named Hitsomi Akuda. She seems to be the leader of a group of kids who get up to no good. Juvenile delinquents, fun. She was pretty bad for a while. Multiple charges of destruction of property, assault and battery, you name it. Sorry about that. She was pretty bad for a multiple charge. Okay, yeah, I did that. I've totally not been on pause for a little while. Hajime had been working with her for about 6 months, and she was finally starting to open up. Then he met with the girl the day he died. Well, every school's got its problems. Oh, that's the one we saw the teacher talking to. But I'm sure he'd be worried about how she'd get on with Adam. Right? Just when she'd finally found an adult she could trust. She might act out without someone to help her get through this. We'll have to make sure that Sumida Community Safety Bureau does their job. But we can't rule out the possibility that meeting with this delinquent girl had something to do with his death. Then we'll have to interview her too. Yeah, you're right. She may be the last person to have seen him alive after all. I'll ask Sumida to introduce us tomorrow. Though, who knows if they'll actually let us talk to her. That's what we hired you for. Lay a little boyish charm on them if they need convincing. Yeah, I'm sure they'd prefer me over a scary-looking old man like you, boss. Watch it, I'm still your superior. You ought to act like you respect me at least. Oh, I thought I was. You were? Shit. Is that just how your generation speaks? You really are a new breed. It's probably just me, actually. Well, don't think you can get away with that with other people. So, anyways, boss. Were you even listening? We've got quite a bit to look into tomorrow. First, the 2 Kamagata High School cases that Hajime was handling. And we need to speak with his fiancée as well. I believe that's it for tomorrow. Okay, so we have a few things we can do. Now, I'm wondering if we are going to actually see the day. Because we don't usually see that. Oop, that is not what I wanted. No, please don't. Don't you do that, game. Don't you put that on me. As for the cause of death, we won't know until the autopsy is done. From what we've seen, though, it appeared to be some kind of acute heart failure. But since he had no record of chronic illnesses and had no visible wounds, it's possible that the poison or drugs could have been involved. Dying in the middle of the park like that, it certainly seems suspicious. We found signs of a struggle at the scene, as well as footprints belonging to an unidentified individual. We got people trying to identify those prints. If we can find out who they belong to, we might be able to figure out this whole thing. Yes, wouldn't that be nice if it were the end of it? The only thing Hajime had on him were his badge and his wallet in his pocket, so we can rule out a mugging. Though there probably aren't many people who'd think of trying to mug a cop as big as him. There are some stupid people in this world. I've also heard that Hajime got into a fair few fights in his younger days. He started judo once he became an officer and rose up in the ranks quickly. Sounds like the perp would have to have been pretty strong to take on Hajime. So if you're wondering why I'm saving so much, you never know what'll happen with a crash. There was one, by the way. I've just edited it out at this point. Time of death had been around 11 p.m. 2 days ago, outside of the park's operation hours, of course. So the question is this after the first? We have to find out when the first of the curse stones have started appearing. Because some people could have gotten it earlier than others and could have started days before. His body was found early in the morning yesterday. 11 p.m. the day before yesterday. What was Hajime doing out here at the time in the first place? That's the question, isn't it? The entrance of the park is closed after hours, but it's a small gate that'd be fairly easy for him to get through if he really wanted to. That would, of course, be breaking and entering, but what do you think, boss? Question is it breaking and entering? Yeah, it would be for a cop, too. Someone called him here. It's hard to imagine a cop like Hajime would trespass for no reason. And since it seems like someone else was here with him, they could have called him here. Oh, that does seem likely. They must have been talking about something pretty sensitive to come here in the middle of the night. So Hajime met someone here to discuss something in secret. And then they got into a fight. No, that wouldn't match the cause of death. There's no wounds on the body that would indicate a spontaneous scuffle. The perp must have planned something. Then you think it was meditated? That would mean they called Hajime to the park with the intent to kill him? Well, there's still the possibility that it was just some kind of accident. Maybe the perp tried to threaten Hajime and things went south from there. We should be able to get a clear picture once we know exactly what killed him. Right. But either way, I'm so glad you're back in the First Division, boss. I've always admired your work. You were like a god to me. You were the whole reason I became a detective in the first place. Yeah, about that. People have been saying that ever since you first entered the academy, but... yes, that's because it's true. I couldn't believe you got transferred out of the First Division just as I was assigned to it. So getting to work a case like this now, just the two of us, is a dream come true. Happy as I am to hear that, well, how should I put it? What is it? If that's true, I'm not sure you've been showing me the appropriate amount of respect. But I do respect you. Don't tell me you're going senile, boss. That's exactly what I'm talking about. When you run your mouth like that. It's getting late. You must be sleepy. Don't worry, boss. I'll make sure we get out of here soon. Yeah, I get it. I've been wowed by your shrewd detectiving abilities all day today. Oh, really? Funny. I've been wowed by you, too. Oh, the topic of family. What's yours like, boss? The hell is wrong with you prying into my personal life all of a sudden? It's just, I never heard you talk about them or anything, so this is their first case together. Okay. Oh, are you single? Shut it. That's none of your business. Well, ever since I joined the force, I've been thinking. The department really pressures young officers to get married. I wonder why that is. You don't say anything like that, though. How should I know? I caved to the pressure myself and got married 20-something years ago. Huh? So then... God, you're relentless. She took our daughter and left 4 years ago. Thanks for reminding me. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't believe she'd give up on a guy like you. I was never home much. Too focused on work. I'd come home late only to get called right back out again. Plus, being a cop is dangerous work. I don't blame her for getting fed up with it all. How sad, especially when you're out here putting your life on the line. Oh, is that why you transferred out of the first? It was already too late by then. You better be careful, Yo-Yo. You say that, but there's not much I can do, is there? That's the nature of her job. There aren't many who can really understand it, not unless they're involved with police work themselves or related to someone who is. But wait, you have a daughter, boss? You really think I want to talk about her after all that? Have some sense. Come on, I promise I won't mean this the way it sounds, but how old is she? Geez, you don't know when to quit, do you? At least try not to look so intrigued. She's a bit rough around the edges. I think most men are intimidated by her. Last I heard, she was living by herself and going to college. Wow, a college student. Men love educated ladies. Stop that. What kind of cop are you, making baseless assumptions like that? She's living on her own, though, huh? You must worry about her. Worry? I don't even know where she lives. Oh, so she hasn't told you? Probably because she knows you'd follow her around everywhere. I would not. I don't think so. I don't think. Come on now, we both know that's not true. Listen here. You may look like a mean old man, but you sure have a soft side. What? Is that supposed to be a compliment? I can't keep up with you. We're done talking about this. Aw, he would totally do. He's completely worried about his daughter. That is cute. It's a good dad. Oh, that reminds me. If you got married 20 years ago, it must be right around the Najima murder. You know your history. Yeah, that happened a year or two after our wedding. You were the one who arrested the killer, weren't you? We studied that case at the academy. I was only in elementary school at the time, but I still remember people talking about some dangerous criminals getting arrested. All that was just... cracking the case, finding the guy, it was all just happenstance. I'd really rather not think about it. It was a disturbing case. Did it not make your skin crawl when you learned about it at the academy? It did. We were all terrified. Sounds about right. No one could believe that such a mild-mannered man could have committed such a terrible murder. If we had overlooked one little thing, we may never have caught him at all. I think I remember hearing there was only one charge brought against him in the end. That's right. We didn't have the evidence. I knew there was no way such a meticulously planned crime could have been there first, but we may have stuck Fumichika Najimi in a cell, but that was no victory. He always had the upper hand. And all the damage he did to everyone involved, especially the victim's classmates. It's already been 20 years, huh? God damn it. This is why I try not to think about it. I'm sorry. You're the one that keeps doing it to this poor guy. Now we get the fun stuff. So, all this occult stuff. Have you heard about it, boss? What are you talking about? This rite of resurrection thing that everyone's talking about. Nah, not you two. I've been hearing all about that shit everywhere. Oh, you have? That's surprising. Who cares about people are talking about? It's got nothing to do with our job. But don't you think the occult stuff with this case feels, I don't know, realer somehow? The whole thing started right here in Honjo, in Sumida City, so I thought that maybe cut it out. Nothing good can come from getting involved with that rite of whatever, or whatever record of fates. Sounds like you know all about it. Boss, are you secretly into the occult? Stop that. Seriously, this isn't a joke. I get why you'd be intrigued by something called the Rite of Resurrection after a buddy of yours died, but bringing the dead back to life, that's the stuff of fantasy. It ain't real. So don't go hoping for miracles, got it? Yes, boss. That about does it. Right, let's call it for tonight and I'll see you tomorrow. Oh God, what is that? Huh? Boss, what's wrong? Don't tell me you're going senile. Damn it! It was that case all along? Boss, what is it? Is there something over there? Ah! Such deep sorrow and resentful memories. Kill them. I thought the younger guy would get picked. Okay. Kill them. Those who spread lies. Kill them all. You've acquired the power of the cursed stone, the evergreen beach. You can use it to kill those who intentionally try to mislead you. Press the curse button when someone lies to you. Ugh. The murderous impulse seeps into your soul like a thick black tar. Now, kill. Can you hear it, curse bearer? You who so strongly desires the right. Kill them. I wonder if no, Mio's not in college. Boss? Boss? Boss, what's the matter? Don't tell me you really went senile. Why does he keep doing the duck lips? Sorry. I'm fine. Irio. Yes? I have some bad news. Oh no, your senility is kicking in, isn't it? God, just smack him. No, we've got a bit of a trouble on our hands. Looks like we'll be working some overtime. We're not going back home tonight. Huh? What are you talking about? So, we will do the next part next time. So, it looks like we can see where everyone is starting to kind of cross over and where each one is starting to get connected. So thank you guys so much. I just realized who his daughter is. So see if you can guess it in the comment section. And let me know what horror visual novels or what horror game in general you would like to see me play. Have a fantastic day or night, everybody. Bye.